Welcome to the final cut, my friends. And yes, as you saw in the title, it is Willis Week here on the final cut. Well, what's Willis Week? Well, Bruce Willis was credited with 9 films in 2021. 8 of them seem to have gone to production. We reviewed one last year called Cosmic Sin, so we're doing 7. The rest, they're the 7 other films that came out in 2021. 7 days in a week, Willis Week. Now, I know we're not starting at the beginning of the week, but there's still 7 days in a week, so just roll with me on this, folks. I binged all of these films, and I'm reviewing each one of them for you. So today we are looking at Fortress from director James Cullen Bressick, who is a familiar name. We've reviewed a number of his films before, loved his horror thriller films. So he's back again, only this time action film. We have Robert, played by Bruce Willis, who is retired to a specialized retirement home for folks who are in his profession. It's a quiet place, secluded, and he's enjoying the good life, reading and yoga and all that fun stuff. Well, when his entrepreneurial son finally tracks him down after not in contact with him for a few years, he, unbeknownst to him, also leads someone from Robert's past to Robert's doorstep. And we see how Paul learns who his father really is, what this retirement community actually is filled with, and who the bad guys are that are actually assaulting this highly secured retirement home. Yeah. It's interesting. It's an interesting concept. I've got to say, I liked the idea of this retirement home for folks with a special skill set. More or less. I mean, that's in the description there, folks. And I liked that approach quite a bit. I thought it was a bit of a nice spin on the old retirement home, special ops type guy story. And yeah, James Cullen Bressick makes it interesting. He keeps this material going. He keeps the movie moving quite a bit. The plot, the pacing, I didn't have any problems with that. And it's got a fairly high production value as well. Who really stole the scenes for me, though, was Chad Michael Murray, who's playing Baltzary, who is the Robert's nemesis, if you will. Chad Michael Murray chewed up every single second he was on screen. I mean, this villain kept things wildly interesting. And in fact, all the bad guys in here kind of had an interesting characteristic to them. It was almost like Bressick was focusing a little bit more on them and doing more with them than our heroes. Now, our heroes are also in the form of Shannon Doherty, who is on screen as Dobbs, a general, and I enjoyed what they did with her character. Performance, it was all right. I mean, we're not talking Shakespeare here, but I did enjoy what they did with her character. And Kelly Grayson as Kate really gets a chance to kick some major ass in here. It was fun watching her in the action sequences. Now, Bruce Willis does have some action, and by action, I mean he walks around the grounds a lot, pointing his gun and shooting guys. I mean, we're not talking some John Wick action here, but still, there's some great interaction between Chad Michael Murray and Bruce Willis. I enjoyed the banter that these two had with one another, and yeah, it's a direct-to-video action film, but really, I think in the hands of a different director, this film probably wouldn't have been as enjoyable for me, but I did enjoy many aspects of James Cullen Bressick's The Fortress, and we're getting Fortress 2 and 3. Yes, it's a trilogy. We've got Fortress 2 and 3. 2, I believe, they are shot back-to-back with this one, and 3 they have yet to shoot. But I'm looking forward to the trilogy, see where this story plays out, if for nothing else, to see Baltzary come back for more scene chewing. So there you have it. If you've seen Fortress, please leave your constructive comments down below. Check out our Patreon if you haven't already. A lot of great stuff there. Subscribe, bells and whistles, all that here. And I hope you enjoyed our first episode of Willis Week. Stay tuned. We've got 6 more on deck that you're not going to want to miss. Or maybe you will. Hard to say. Thanks for visiting. And till next time, remember, keep that ticket stub.